impacted by this alert. Hazy, hot, and humid.
That's exactly the takeaway today, Janelle and Jim. We'll get to Ross in just a second, and he's going to go into more about who is most impacted really by this air quality alert. Now, this is something we see often on hot summer days, but we really haven't had many of these hot days. In fact, it was a cool finish to the month of May. It's been a nice start to June so far, but unfortunately now the heat is on. This is why we can't have nice things, right? It gets nice and then all of a sudden it gets hot, it gets hazy, it gets humid, and the air quality goes downhill. So here are the counties impacted. In New Jersey, Camden, Gloucester, Northern Burlington, and Mercer counties, Philadelphia County, Delaware County, Chester, Montgomery, Bucks, Lehigh, Northampton, and Berks County and Lancaster County in Pennsylvania, all under this air quality alert. This is a code orange. This is basically the lowest level air quality alert we can get. Code orange means unhealthy for sensitive groups. So this doesn't affect everyone. Not everyone will have to kind of stay inside or monitor things, but you should always be aware that the air quality is going downhill. And again, Ross will go over more who is impacted by this air quality alert this afternoon. But height of the afternoon is when it's going to be at its worst. Yes, we do have some smoke in the atmosphere from the Canadian wildfires, but this is actually more because of the heat and the lack of wind. As the heat builds and the air stays close to the surface, doesn't really move much. Any kind of air pollution, especially in cities and urban centers across the region, that's when the pollution is just going to stick to the surface. So right around 3 p.m., it's 86 degrees, it's hot, the sun is beating down, and that's when the air quality will be quite poor. It's going to be a hot, sunny, summer-like day. Good day for the pool, though. Coming up, I'll tell you how long this warm. It's good news if, maybe your neighborhood pool opened back on Memorial Day weekend and you really haven't had much of a chance to use it because it was so chilly Memorial Day weekend. Today is a good pool day, but it's not a great day to be out and about working out, maybe taking a long walk with the dog. You might want to get it done early because it's going to be a hazy, hot, and humid kind of day. You can see as the morning starts off, now the sun is not up yet, but once it does rise, we'll start to see, again, that haze is still with us, and it is visible down the shore this morning as well. The haze in the atmosphere caused by the wildfire smoke from Canada. We talked about that yesterday, but that is not exactly what's causing the air quality concerns. It's more about the heat and the fact that there's just not a lot of wind. It's hazy, hot, humid today and tomorrow, and again as we head into the start at least of Friday. So an air quality alert is in effect today until midnight. I'll show you that in just a moment for basically air pollution. Ozone levels are going to be high, especially late in the afternoon, the hottest part of the day. We also have those smoke particles in the atmosphere, again mainly above the surface, but just adds just a little extra wrinkle to it. Showers then return late Friday, especially north of the city, but it looks like Saturday will be the most unsettled day, unfortunately, of our 7-day stretch. Down the shore this morning, here's what we're monitoring this closely because we've talked about how the haze in the atmosphere, those smoke particles can scatter the light a little differently. You get the different wavelengths and you do get beautiful sunrises and sunsets, kind of the one good thing about it. And you can see down the shore, we're starting out pastel pink here in Ocean City, Atlantic City, Absecon, Stone Harbor. This camera is looking south, so you're not going to see the beautiful colors on it, but it is looking a little hazy out there this morning. We still have that smoke plume overhead in the upper atmosphere. We're warming up a little bit as well. You can see our morning temperatures not as cool as they had been. We're in the 50s though in many spots, which is pretty comfy for the time of year. We're headed though to 88 degrees today. Hazy sunshine, the heat builds. Late afternoon, the hottest part of the day. Now tonight is clear and mild, and then tomorrow looks like the hottest day of this stretch. Partly sunny, hot and sticky with a high right around 90 degrees. So here is our air quality alert. Again, all areas surrounding I-95, our nearby suburbs in South Jersey, and all of southeastern Pennsylvania really included in this air quality alert that goes through midnight tonight. It is dry for now, but here is the next system that's going to bring some changes. This front approaching over the next couple of days, but it's not until Friday that we get the chance of a shower, and then scattered shower and storm chances throughout the day Saturday. I think we'll see some sun as well. It's not a total washout, but you will be dodging those drops all day long. And it's cooler and less humid by Sunday. Kim, I'll send it over to you. It is a code orange air quality alert in effect for us today. So let's talk about what that actually means and whether it's caused by the smoke. We've been talking about the smoke from Canadian wildfires. That's what has created kind of this elevated haze, that milky look to the sky we've been seeing over the past couple of days. We do have some smoke in the atmosphere. In fact, I want to show you where it is right now. We'll put on our smoke layer basically, and you can see over the next basically 24 hours or so, we're still going to have that plume of smoke nearby. It's not all that dense though, and it's not really impacting the surface. So you have to look at two different things when you're looking at an air quality alert. You look at the smoke, which is smoke particles in the upper atmosphere, but also ozone is measured. And ozone is basically air pollution, exhaust fumes from cars, things like that, that get trapped near the surface. We have both. So we have the smoke in place today. And that's mainly above the surface. We also have the heat, and that basically enhanced air pollution close to the surface. And that is really what has prompted the air quality alert. The smoke just adds a whole nother layer to it. So you can see outside, it's looking like a hazy summer day as the sun begins to ascend here down the shore. We're looking at, again, hazy conditions. You can just see it's going to be a hot one out there looking at these sky images down the shore. And the sunset should be beautiful because even that elevated smoke in the atmosphere does scatter the air a little bit differently, scatter the light a little bit differently at sunrise and sunset. And we do get some beautiful sunrises and sunsets. But here is your air quality alert. This is for northern Burlington and Mercer counties, also Camden, Gloucester, Philadelphia, Delaware, Chester, Montgomery, Bucks, and the Lehigh Valley, and that goes until midnight tonight. That is a code orange, means unhealthy for sensitive groups. Young children, very elderly adults, or people with respiratory issues should limit outdoor time at the height of the day, which is likely around 3 o'clock. That's when the heat is going to be at its worst. Let's send it over to Kim and see how the roads are looking. Hi, Kim.